What makes our group, the East West Hospitality Group, different from most consulting firms in the region is that we really have one focus and one focus only, which is the hospitality sector. And that means the hotel business as well as restaurants, restaurant chains, the food service business overall. All of our partners, which are based in key cities in the region, have all very experienced food service backgrounds. They've either been CEOs, COOs, or operating directors of fairly large chains. So we know all about restaurants from the standpoint of building them, running them, operating them, which I think is quite unique. And we also have very high-level planning, strategic direction skills or strategic planning skills, given the fact that many of us have had to develop new restaurant concepts in markets where we've never gone before. We really have three practice areas. Our largest practice area is with our private equity clients. And we work with private equity clients in two ways. One, we work with them on the due diligence part of an acquisition. So a private equity firm may be interested in buying a chain in China or India or the Philippines, for example. And they will bring us in to evaluate the restaurant operations, the quality of the top management team, whether the concept is scalable or not. Those kinds of things. So what we do is a little different than what a large global consulting firm might do, which is primarily looking at the financial implications of the business and the growth potential, for the business. We focus more on the guts of the restaurant industry, the guts of the concept, whether it operates well, whether it can be scalable, whether the IT systems are robust enough to handle large unit development, whether the top management team and the founders are compatible enough and have complementary skills to really drive the growth of the concept. So that's one of the key things we do. Secondarily, we also work with private equity firms when they've already bought a concept and have a portfolio of restaurants concepts in their as part of their investments. So many times we join the board of one of their portfolio companies and we work with the CEO and the top management team, basically looking at value creation levers. In other words, what can we do within the P&L to make it more efficient, to make the operations more productive? Can we make the labor model more productive? Can we save food costs by going to an outsourcing model? Can we change the front of the house operations to have greater throughput during lunch? Those are all kinds of things we look at in terms of value creation levers for portfolio investments. The second main part of our business is working with large global restaurant chains. We've worked with chains from the United States, from Japan, from Korea, and also from the United Kingdom. And what we're doing here is basically many of these chains have not gone to Asia Pacific before. So we're working with them to make them aware of the key challenges, the key obstacles, what they need to know before they enter a market. And in many cases, we do a full business plan for the full Asia Pacific region where we prioritize markets by market entry potential. We look at where we think they can make money, where we think they cannot, where they can source their products locally, where they cannot. So we essentially try to prioritize markets to pick the low-hanging fruit first. So that's one of the key things we do. And then secondarily, we help them with partner selection, and we help them with due diligence efforts on evaluating partners, whether they're looking for a joint venture or they're just looking for a master franchise relationship. And then the third part of our practice is franchise development. We do work with many of the leading global restaurant chains that have done their due diligence. They are in the stage now where they're really just looking for partner selection. And we do a full due diligence on partners. We recommend partners in each market in Asia Pacific where we're asked to help. We evaluate them, not just in terms of the financial capability of the partner, but whether there's a goal alignment between the partners and the international brand, and whether they have the labor, whether they have the capital to build a business, enough good people, or basically enough labor, enough experience, enough capital to make it a success.